When was the first test that you did? How old were you when you first were like, let me get exposed to water or to cold or to the breathing?
Yeah, it was in 2007. I was in New York doing a world record in front of the Rubin Museum of Art, Himalayan art.
I mean, when was the first time in your life you started practicing?
Oh, practicing.
Yes.
17 years old.
17.
Yeah, 17. And I found out, already from 12 years old, I was onto psychology, Hinduism, Buddhism, and all that. Yes. Yeah, that's something deep. It's inside, and it doesn't know what it is, but it wants to know what it is. So you dive into your grave and you dig in, and all kinds of traditions, cultures, disciplines I did before. And when I was 17, I got into this cold thing. And then a searcher, if you have been looking in all kinds of things already, you become somebody who's searching for something, a searcher, a researcher, actually, of the life. But then you still didn't find it. But when you find it, you know that it is there. So I found out there was, bang. So from there on, I built up. I challenged my body more and more. And first, I was very secluded because everybody thought I was crazy, and I still am. But that's about the life.
But now you're more accepted.
Yes, more accepted. Yes, you could say that. But you need crazy people. You need pioneers.
Yeah,
you need people who go beyond it all, what we think. Because now we found out, as the first group in the scientific history, to be able to influence into the autonomic nervous system, the immune system, the endocrine system, take possibly away depression, fear, trauma, because those are the real terrorists.
Did you grow up living in fear or trauma from anything?
I think so. I think I never was satisfied with what was going on in the world. And how that's a traumatic birth I'm relating to, and I talked with my mother about it. You had also a question about who's the most influential person in your life. Who was that? That was my mother.
Really? Why?
Because mothers always are the most influential. Really. Because they give you the tit. They are there.
Yeah.
And they care for you. And even though they sometimes do not know, they still care. Without words. They're unconditional. They are there.
What was the biggest lesson she taught you?
Just to be very. She always said, "Hey, don't act crazy. You're crazy enough already."
So you're not following her advice really well.
I do. I think right now she passed away, but she is very proud of what I do because I believe. And she was a very Christian person, very believing, very religious. And even though she did not know everything, she was very religious, very devout. And I think I got this devotion that's going disciplined into a discipline anyhow, with anything.
Was there ever a time in your life where you lost belief in yourself?
Whoa, that many times I've encountered almost, death. And then you say, I'm losing it.
How do you come back from that type of experience?
Yes.
How do you retrain your body and your mind to believe in the next record, the next adventure?
Yeah, actually very quick. An example, for example, is the first time I had to do a record with the Guinness World Records, swimming under the ice, say 50 meters. One hole here, one hole there, 1 meter of ice, and then breath hold, freezing waters beyond the polar circle situation. And then the day before I had to do the actual record, I went in, I had no goggles on. I lost the way because I lost sight. It got frozen, the cornea, the retina, and I lost it. I did 113 meters.
Because you couldn't find the hole.
And I couldn't find it all.
Oh, my gosh.
I almost, in the end, I fainted it. But I did not feel any agony. I felt actually quite peaceful. After minutes and minutes under the ice, swimming, you exhaust your body. And I got this narrowed vision. Boom, just seeing that. That's physiological.
Wow.
And then I went on swimming. It was all okay. It was like I was swimming into the death, unconsciousness. And then somebody grabbed me, a diver, and he brought me back to the 50-meter hole, which I loved.
Oh, you kept going past the hole.
Yeah,
Off
deviated.
track.
Yeah,
Wow.
completely off. Yeah. And it was the rehearsal, so the diver was not underneath the ice. He was still up there. But, hey,
Wow.
I was for minutes much too long. Then where is he? Yeah, no. Then
Now
they
he's
found
underneath.
me under the ice.
Wow.
That's a moment.
So how did you come back from that? How do you train your mind to believe in yourself again?
At that moment, I actually had I overcame the fear of death, of dying. There was no agony. That's strange, and that's past my perception of what I thought was death. Fear and this. Nobody wants to die. Maybe it's much more beautiful out there, huh? Where in the afterlife, and now we gotta live. I always say, I'm not afraid to die. I'm afraid not to live. Quotes and things,
Right.
but based on experience. And so I really defied death and the fear for death over there. Not defying like I did it. No, it happened, and I learned from it to take away my fear for death. So, and then the other day, I only had to do 50 meters, which was
Simple.
a piece of cake.
Couple of butterfly kicks and you're there, huh?
That's it.
Came out happy.
Yeah. Okay, the winner. That was my number one
I like it.
record.
Do you face fear now when you go into some extreme challenge or in any part of your life?
Good question. Any part of the life, because it's all about the life. Actually, no. I'm a man on a mission.
No fears.
Oh, no.
Not afraid of anything.
No.
Kids.
No.
Your life.
Maybe my kids sometimes, they are very aggressive. Yeah, no. We are very living in a very good harmony, very effective. They all work with me now.
Yeah.
Fear, no. I'm a man on a mission. I want to take away fear, irrational fears, traumatic fears. Fears created because you do not handle mental issues as grief, emotion, PTSD, trauma, depression. Those things we are going to tackle. And somebody's got to do this, and I should have no fear to accomplish that. A man on a mission should not think in fear. He should go and accomplish his mission.
Yeah.
And be focused. So there I am. I feel fear like everybody because it's natural too.
Mm-hmm. You feel fear of failure, is that what you said?
No. I feel fear
Gotcha.
like everybody.
But it doesn't hold you back from moving forward.
Absolutely not. Come on, man. It's much too important. If you got a child and your child is on the road and there is a car coming, you're not in fear. You just go for your child. You're not thinking. That's feeling.
Right.
I see it is time to prove that we all are able to become happy, strong, and healthy. All of us.
So how do we start to overcome our fears?
By learning that we are able to control in the brain, the directory of the brain, that is the primitive brain, the brainstem, and that makes you able subconsciously to act in any situation which is could come. Because subconsciously we feel we are not able to confront ourselves in any situation. We got this fear. It creates fear. And that's logical. Now, if you are able to learn to control any situation the way nature meant it to be, and that is to have control over the primitive part of the brain, then this fear is subsiding. And fear is always there and say, don't go. If this is an abyss, don't go over there. It will show.
Right.
And if you respect that, I will do here one handstand on the abyss, its border, and but not go over it. You learn to control it.
If you want to learn more about how to master your mind, check out this next video right here.
Just go with the flow. No minding. Just go. You feel what you feel as you're breathing. We are ox-energizing the body right now.